Yo, what's up? Ricky Sanders here. If you live for fast cars, greasy hands, and solving problems under the hood, welcome to your new favourite spot. I'm all about real fixes, no BS, and showing you how to keep your ride running like a champ. So go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's make some noise in the garage. Enough talk, let's get ready.
Powertrain designed technologically, the Ford Focus 2 engine is an atmospheric, gasoline, 4-stroke, 4-cylinder unit with inline arrangement. 4 valves per cylinder and 2 camshafts, DOHC. Cylinder block Ford Focus 2 1.6 is made of aluminum alloy by open deck method. Thanks to the method, the cylinder liners are wet, standing at the top of the block. The cylinder head and engine oil pan are made of the same material. Crankshaft main bearing shells of 5 pieces with a common removable cover and bolt fastening, 10 PCs, are located in the lower part of the block. The main bearings are machined in assembly with the plate. Crankshaft. The part is made of durable cast iron, has main, 5, and connecting rod, 4, journals. On the continuation of the cheeks of the crankshaft are made counterweights, 8 pieces. During the operation of the motor, due to the movement of the crank mechanism, there are forces and moments of inertia, the task of counterweights, to balance them. Cylinder head of the power unit. The material from which the Ford Focus 2-cylinder head is made is aluminum alloy. The valves in the head are arranged in 2 rows, 4 valves per cylinder, 2 intake and 2 exhaust. The material of the valves, steel. The exhaust valve plate is made of heat-resistant steel with a clad chamfer for better heat transfer. Inlet valve diameter is larger, for more efficient combustion chamber filling. On the inner surfaces of the breadcrumbs there are lugs, which enter the valve stem and, thanks to this, hold it. Powertrain oil pump. The Ford Focus 2 motor has a combined lubrication system. To the parts of the power plant, oil is supplied under pressure, pumped by an oil pump. The design of the pump has gears of internal meshing and a reducing valve. The pump is driven by a drive gear mounted on the toe of the crankshaft. Drive timing mechanism of the power plant. The camshaft of the Ford Focus 2 engine 1.6 is driven by toothed belts from the crankshaft pulley. A special device automatically tightens the belt, to eliminate slippage. Powertrain specifications. The more powerful motor has the same design as the engine Ford Focus 2 1.6 100 horsepower. The distinguishing feature is the presence of a variable valve timing system. Powertrain model. Ford Focus 2 1.6, 100 horsepower, Ford Focus 2 1.6, 115 horsepower, engine displacement, cm3 number of cylinders, valves, PCs. 4/16 1595 1595 4/16 cylinder, diameter, cylinder, diameter, 79, 0 piston, stroke, piston, stroke, 81, 4 power, horsepower. Power, horsepower compression 101 15 timing drive 145 155 belt, DOHC, 1111 belt, DOHC, fuel type gasoline, AI 95 consumption. Liter a 100 km, city highway mixed, 8, 7 5 5 6 78, 7 5 1 6 4-cylinder block, material aluminum environmental compliance Euro 4 Euro, 4 engine life, kilometer powertrain weight, kilogram. Consumption, liter a 100 km, city highway mixed, 8, 7 5 5 6 78, 7 5 1 6 4-cylinder block, material aluminum environmental compliance Euro 4 Euro, 4 engine life, kilometer powertrain weight, kilogram. There are a large number of parts and mechanisms in the gas distribution phase control system. The main ones are solenoid valves, actuators, and camshaft position sensors. Between the upper front timing cover and the cylinder head cover, there are 2 system solenoid valves, one for each camshaft. The common front cover of the camshaft bearings and a gland holder at the same time is the system cover. The actuators of the system are driven by the timing belt. Rotation of the camshafts is transmitted to the camshafts by means of a hydromechanical linkage. The position of the shafts is monitored by sensor discs attached to the ends. The sensors themselves are located in the cylinder head cover. Oil is supplied to the solenoid valves of the timing system through channels in the CVT cover from the cylinder head line and then to the actuators. The camshaft is rotated to the required angle by hydromechanical action on the individual elements of the actuator. The actuator is actuated by the oil pressure, which is regulated via the electronic control unit by the spool device of each solenoid valve. The camshaft is rotated to the required angle by hydromechanical action on the individual elements of the actuator. The actuator is actuated by the oil pressure, which is regulated via the electronic control unit by the spool device of each solenoid valve. Characteristic powertrain faults. Like any engine, Ford Focus 2 has its advantages and disadvantages. The main disadvantages include: like any engine, Ford Focus 2 has its advantages and disadvantages. The main disadvantages include: if the motor warms up, or on the contrary does not warm up, you should replace the thermostat. 250,000-250,000 knocking in the motor. The power unit does not have hydraulic valve compensators. As a rule, the reason for knocking is this: it is necessary to adjust the valve clearances. 90-90 The engine runs unevenly, with interruptions. There may be several reasons: candles, clogging of the throttle, high voltage wires, ignition coil, gasoline pump. To obtain detailed information, it is necessary to carry out a full diagnosis. The device of the Ford Focus 2 engine turned out to be very successful. The motor is reliable, not capricious. Engine resource, as indicated in the manufacturer's data, 250,000 kilometers, although, as practice shows, with good care the power units passed without problems at 300 to 350,000 kilometers. Ford Focus 2 engine. Ford Focus 2 1.6 100 horsepower. Ford Focus 2 1.6 100 horsepower engine. Engine Ford Focus 2 1.6 100 horsepower. In conclusion, the Ford Focus 2 with its 1.6-liter engine delivering 100 horsepower showcases a well-engineered power unit that balances performance and efficiency. We explored its key features, including the power system, cylinder block, and crankshaft, highlighting the technical characteristics that define its operation. Additionally, we discussed common malfunctions that owners may encounter, emphasizing the importance of regular maintenance to ensure longevity and reliability. Understanding these aspects can help you make informed decisions about your vehicle and keep it running smoothly for years to come. Thank you for watching, and we hope this information enhances your appreciation of the Ford Focus 2 engine.